The magic of the rainforest. Simi lived with her family deep in the rainforest, near the Amazon River. Her family grew pineapples on their little farm. One day, Simi felt tired of working on the farm. She wanted to play and take a break.
Mama, can I play for a while, please?
She asked. Her mother smiled and said,
Yes, you can, but don't wander too far into the forest.
Simi ran into the trees, happy to have some free time. She climbed up her favorite tree and sat on a big branch. Suddenly, she heard a strange noise from above. Before she could look up, a juicy golden fruit fell from the tree and landed near her.
Hey!
Simi cried, startled. She grabbed the fruit and took a bite. It was sweet and delicious. Not far ahead, she saw more golden fruits falling to the ground. Simi climbed down from the tree and followed the trail, picking up the fruits as she went. The trail seemed to go on forever. Simi followed it until, suddenly, she realized she was lost. She stopped and looked around. The trees all looked the same, and she didn't recognize anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Simi called out.
I need help. I'm lost.
Nobody answered. Simi felt her tummy rumble, so she ate one of the fruits she had collected. It was starting to get dark.
I must have walked for hours.
She thought, feeling worried. Then she heard rustling in the trees above her. The sound grew louder and louder.
Who's there?
Simi asked, her voice shaking a little. All of a sudden, a group of spider monkeys swung down from the treetops. As their feet touched the ground, they changed into humans. Each one wore a colorful spider monkey mask.
A human?
One of them said, surprised.
What are you doing here?
I got lost.
Simi replied nervously.
Can you help me get home?
It's too dark now.
One of them said.
But we're going to a feast. Come with us, and we'll help you in the morning.
Simi followed the spider monkey people as they ran deeper into the forest. She struggled to keep up with them. After a while, they reached a clearing with a big hut in the middle. One of the monkey people said,
When you meet the Lord of the Rainforest, tell him we invited you to the feast.
Inside the hut, there were many more people, wearing monkey masks. Some were playing music, others were dancing, and some were eating from large bowls of fruit. In the center of the room sat a man wearing a jaguar mask. He was the Lord of the Rainforest. He waved to Simi and said,
Come here, human.
Simi walked over to him nervously.
Why are you here?
He asked.
The spider monkey people invited me.
She said.
Very well,
The Lord said.
You may stay, but bring me something to drink first.
Simi poured a drink for him, but as she did, one of the spider monkey people tied a vine around her ankle and handed the other end to the Lord.
Now you'll make a fine dinner for me,
The Lord said. He took off his mask, and Simi gasped. He wasn't a man at all. He was a real jaguar. Simi tried to run, but the jaguar lord pulled her back with the vine. She wished she had never left her parents' farm. While the others danced and feasted, Simi tried to think of a way to escape. Just then, a tortoise slowly walked over to her. It was also tied to a vine. The tortoise whispered,
Quick, while the Lord isn't looking! Use the edge of my shell to cut your vine! Then set me free too!
Simi worked quickly. She cut through her vine, freed the tortoise, and tied the loose vine to a nearby pole. Then she picked up the tortoise and ran as fast as she could out of the hut. As Simi ran into the forest, she heard the jaguar lord roar in anger. The spider monkey people squealed and chased after her, but she didn't stop. When they had gone far away, the tortoise said,
You can leave me here now! I'll be safe!
But can't you help me find my way home?
Simi begged.
I'm sorry.
The tortoise said.
I only know this part of the forest.
Simi sighed and continued walking. The forest was dark and quiet. She wished for the sun to rise. After a while, she heard a tapping sound.
Maybe it's a woodcutter,
She thought, feeling hopeful. But when she got closer, she saw it was just a woodpecker.
Oh, I wish you were a person.
Simi said sadly. Further on, Simi saw a small tinamou bird, fluffing its feathers.
You look so soft. I wish I could sleep under you.
She said, yawning, but the bird flew away. Simi felt exhausted. When she found a huge kapok tree, she curled up in its roots and fell fast asleep. As she slept, animals of the rainforest gathered around her. There were an iguana, a toucan, a macaw, and even a capybara.
What is a human doing here, so deep in the forest?
They whispered to each other. Their chatter woke Simi up. Just then, a large, beautiful blue morpher butterfly floated down and landed next to her.
Why are you here, human?
Asked the butterfly. Simi rubbed her eyes and said,
I got lost. The spider monkeys tricked me, and the jaguar lord wanted to eat me. I just want to go home to help my mama and papa with the pineapples.
The butterfly's wings fluttered.
I know where the pineapples grow. I will help you if you promise to let me taste your pineapples.
Of course.
Said Simi, her eyes wide with wonder.
But how can I get home? The river is too wide and too fast to cross.
Touch my wings,
said the butterfly. Simi touched the butterfly's wing, and instantly, she turned into a red dragonfly.
Follow me,
The butterfly said. Together, they flew high above the river. It felt amazing to fly. When they reached the other side, the butterfly landed on a pineapple at Simi's farm.
Thank you for helping me.
Simi said, smiling.
You can visit anytime and taste our pineapples.
The butterfly gently touched Simi's wing. and she turned back into a girl. From that day on, the butterfly often visited Simi's farm. Simi never forgot how magical it felt to fly, and always stayed close to her family's farm.